A warm welcome to TCA Oval in Blantyre, Malawi. We are up for the second match of Cricket Malawi Tri-Nation T20 Series 2026. This match is going to be between Zambia and Malawi. We've already witnessed a fantastic match, the first match that happened just a few minutes back. Zambia versus Rwanda. Rwanda won the match in comprehensive style. Zambia is playing their second match today, which will be against home team Malawi. It's going to be an interesting contest between these two teams. Welcome, John, to the com box.
So it was a pleasure and grateful to be a part of this broadcast Cricket Malawi Tri Series 2026, game number two in this Tri Series, Malawi versus Zambia. In that last match a few minutes back ago, not even we didn't get that much of break. Even after that first game, we are immediately back into this live action to hold a mic and also to tell and narrate some beautiful stories about this Tri Series. Second game in for Zambia, and they've lost their previous match against Rwanda. 142 is the total being posted by Zambia. Just to take a look at that previous scorecard, the some of the numbers at the middle order, no bigger contribution from the middle order batters, and also in the bowling lineup. If we just want to read out some of the names, there were not over 2 or 3 wickets being taken by any such of the bowlers. So just a 15 or 20 minutes break for Zambian players, and they are back again into the same ground, and also they're playing against a different new team. So a fresh energy. Malawi taken a long rest, and this two batter Aftab and Suhail. So this is the T20 match. We have seen some great big matches already in this ground today. One more cricketing action, which is live on Cricket Malawi TV. So if you're someone maybe wondering where can I watch this match, in the sense, just take your mobile phone and search in YouTube as Cricket Malawi TV. Then you can watch this beautiful cricketing match, which is happening at the Cricket Academy over Blantyre. Here we go for the very first ball. Ismail to bowl.
First ball, right line and length by Ismail to start off with. Aftab is a man who faced the first ball, and his partner Sohail on non-striking end. We have seen Zambia making a few errors the previous game, especially with their length, bowling length. It would be good to see them if they can able to rectify those errors. Short pitch ball, well played, Bob. Has gone to the six. What a lovely start for Malawi. Aftab doing the first job to get the six. Sensational cricket from Aftab.
Boss, just have to tell you this. In the last match, a six has been hit by the batter. It taken almost 5 or 6 overs got crossed. But in this game, at the very first over, we are witnessing a maximum. That too at the very second ball of the very first over. Vijay, which you can't even believe it.
Well, the length I was talking about, same mistake again. This time, decent length from Ismail, and no run taken. John, I'm impressed with one of the things Rwanda did, especially getting those singles in regular succession, which was quite outstanding in terms of batting team. Once again, shorter length Well played by Aftab. Beautiful fielding efforts by there. Fielder did a great footwork to stop the boundary, but excellent running between wickets by Aftab and Sohail. They got 3 runs for this.
This is Malawi, a home team playing in front of the home crowd. What can you expect more? A six at the very first over, and that too we have witnessed at the very second ball. What a start this has been for Malawi. So this is Malawi cricket, and they are telling, yes, this is the way we play the cricket.
Sohail is on strike. Once again, short pitch ball. Well played by Sohail towards backward point. Just a single again. So, John, as we were talking about singles, we should also mention about one thing Rwanda did brilliantly. Sometimes they have converted those singles to doubles. Over here in Malawi, we have seen that double has been converted to 3 runs. Last ball coming up. This time it's a good line and length from Ismail. Quick single has been stolen by the batter. First over gone. 11 runs on the board for Malawi. Sohail with 1 run and Aftab with 10 from the 5 balls. Sohail will be back on strike again because of the last ball single. Zambia already played the previous match where they have bowled. They played under the sun. Once again, they are asked to bowl, which means that there will be a little bit tiredness for the players who bowled in the previous match. Yet it's an international cricket. We have seen test matches, we have seen one day internationals, and playing back to back match, especially T20 format, shouldn't be a big concern. Ayaz, who bowled really well in the previous game, he has picked up a couple of wickets too, will be sharing the new ball. Short pitch ball and wide indeed. Umpire signals wide.
Vijay, most of the spectators may be aware of this or not, I don't know. But just a few minutes back ago, what we have seen in the dugout, one person was sitting and writing something, in the notes. Usually, this is the trend, what we see in this recent days. But I will come back to the point. Meanwhile, a boundary being scored by the batter.
Excellent flick shot by Aftab. This gives a big warning to Zambia team that Aftab is in red hot form. He glanced the ball quite well and he has scored a boundary. It's a soft-handed shot. He used the hands quite well. The length again matters a lot. This time even the line is questionable. It was down the leg side, and of course length a bit shorter too.
So what I was
Yes, please, John.
wanted to
Yes,
ask, yes, what I want to ask to you, let me think like whether you will get this proper answer or not. In this recent last T20 World Cup, one of my known friend asking an interview question with Darren Sammy, like Darren, like what you used to write whenever the matches get or like if you are a player, been adapted into a good or like failed situation, like what do you usually write on your notes? For that, Darren Sammy replied that I used to write the Bible quotes, and also like I respect to Jesus. So this is something an interesting one, like where the coaches respect their players, and also being in the standards of the game. Like, how do you see this, Vijay?
That's a quite good question. I also worked as a coaching staff in the franchise cricket in 2020 for Nepal's Everest Premier League. I'll get back to the point of this ball. Once again, short pitch ball, well pulled by Aftab. Has he got the massive one? This time he gets a boundary for that. Simply outstanding cricket from Aftab. Today it's his day and he would be unstoppable for sure. Yeah, so back to point, John. I was also making note of a lot of things which players were doing, especially from what end bowler is bowling and what kind of length he is bowling, how many dot balls. This time it's a cracking shot, but the fielders are well set. Mid off will be covering, hence no run taken in this account. I have made a lot of notes, and it was very helpful indeed when I was sharing all my insights after the match with the players. This time, once again, a bit shorter, not that shorter, which batter could exploit to his best. But eventually, it's a dot ball again. I hope I have answered your question, John.
Last one more ball to go in this over.
Quick single, smart cricket from Malawi. 2 overs gone, 22 for no loss.
But see, Vijay, Darren Sammy replied, I used to write Bible quotes in that notes. So, I'm not getting like what Dan Sammy was doing on the field when the match was something happening between his players. Uh,
Sometimes it's all about faith. Some players, they have the sentiments, they have faith. Some players believe on players, but the point is that they follow the trends and faiths. S- That is sometimes inevitable, I would say. Maybe you know about this thing where when a player is playing well or when the partnership is going well, players would be sitting in one particular place. They wouldn't be moving. So sometimes they believe in certain things. So probably Darren Sammy would have believed in Jesus. So he was writing the quotes from the Bible. Once again, a bit short of the length, but well played by Aftab onto the leg side towards short fine leg region to pick up a single.
Anyhow, for the West Indies flavors, CPL is get started, and also that is also happening on the another end. As of now, we are just coming back into this game, Malawi versus Zambia. This is the another important game for Zambia because they need a win to register uh, to be in this points table. Previous match, a loss for them. Ismail is back with the ball.
Beautiful line and length from Ismail, Sohail, and Aftab with the right and left combination. Start of the proceedings for Malawi. So far, so good in terms of run rate. They are targeting 10 runs per over. That's a beautiful shot from Sohail. He smacked it quite well. Fantastic efforts in the field. And it has gone to the boundary as well. Definitely it's a cracking shot by Sohail. But we need to also give the applause to fielder out there in the deep who has put his 100% efforts.
And look at that crowd and loud cheer for the home team. The home crowd have already been entered,
Inside,
edged, and this will
inside
be going to
edge.
the boundary rope.
If it's a lucky day, anything can happen, especially even in inside edge. Instead of ball knocking the stumps, it would go to the boundary. It's written and it's done and dusted by Sohail. He would be happy to grab that boundary. Look at that crowd. They came down to cheer their home team, Malawi, and they're doing in a style. Sohail is on strike. Once again, short pitch ball, well pulled by Sohail. Another boundary for him. This is getting classy for Malawi. Number of boundaries, what they're getting, especially in this over, is three. Would it be another one to wind up this over? Last ball coming up, Sohail on strike. Well, this time lateral away swing from Ismail, and batter has completely missed it. 3 overs gone, 35 for no loss. Current run rate is about 12 per over as far as Malawi is concerned. John is doing some calculations, I guess. Probably he's making a note on his book.
I'm just still wondering that what are all the other things where Darren Sammy, were written in his notes. 3 overs, 35 on the board for the loss of no wickets here for Malawi. So, Vijay, you know very well, not only you and me, you cannot underestimate the West Indies cricket players just like that. They can turn
Definitely.
they can turn a match, win or lose at any situation.
This is absolutely a smart cricket from Malawi team. They have picked up a quick single. They don't like to see that dot balls coming into that column. Even the singles would be happy one for them. Being in a coaching staff, I would always suggest the batters to do so. Do not waste the balls. Don't go for those dot balls. Do not give that kind of a confidence to the bowlers. Pick up the single, give the strike to another batter. Cracking shot, played well. Oh my words, what was the fielder doing there? What kind of poor efforts it was. Unbelievable stuff. He could have easily saved those 3 runs. Alas, poor fielding from Zambia. Good shot from Sohail as well.
Boundaries and runs like this, especially needed for Malawi, and they know very well this is the time where they can literally earn and score some boundaries. A power play, the first 6 to 7 overs, obviously is going to be a vital thing to watch out. Joseph, what are you going to do right now after conceding the boundary?
Another big shot from Sohail. Well, it has landed in no man land. Will they be picking up a couple of runs? We already seen them picking up 3 runs. Definitely this would be 2 for sure. Yeah, and yes, 2 runs coming into that runs column.
What a match so far. This has been for Malawi, not losing any sort of wicket here. The opening stand looks steady. Suhail and Aftab.
Thumping shot from Sohail. Good efforts in the end from one of the fielders from Zambia who stood in the mid off. Good efforts. Eventually, we could able to see some kind of contribution from the fielders which would be supporting the bowlers.
Big
Sohail
kudos
moving
and
on to
appreciation.
20 runs. This time a good shot from Aftab. Single for that. Definitely, John, you're right.
Last
Appreciation
ball to go.
for the fielders. Appreciation from the fielders to another fielder who has done well would boost their confidence for sure. Wild swing of the bat by Sohail. Couldn't able to get connected at all. A dot ball to wind up over number 4. 44 for no loss. Let me throw the question to you, John, now. What if you were a Zambian captain? Probably after winning the toss, what would you elect to do so? Either batting or bowling?
Definitely, I would have battered, especially at these conditions, because see, they didn't get that much of time to go and take a rest after that first game. Eventually, uh, this is the tri series where they can shift to some other chances and the opportunities for the new players also. Even if you see that Joseph, I couldn't see Joseph bowling in the previous game. That is all about that intent and how you get your a good start and bring out your best energy out of it. So you have to give your best out of it. So that is the only one thing, being as a skipper you need to think. And also in several perspectives of the ideas. So if you need a win, your all the 11 players have to put the best out of it. So maybe in that idea, I would have gone for to bat at these conditions and to put a good total on the scoreboard. Maybe 180 or 190 will be a tight one for Malawi to handle. But here, that's a different scenario.
Well, as we were talking about scenarios, single has been picked up by Aftab and rotated a strike to Sohail. Javed will be bowling his second ball of the first over. There's always shuffle of the fielders as we see the right and left batting combination. Length, which always matters as far as bowling is concerned. We have seen in the previous match too, length was the major factor which hit back hard. This time a great shot from Zohail. Has it gone to the six? Yes, it does. Sohail gets the blistering six.
That is obviously one of the another biggest shot in this match. It's a treat to watch out a batter like Suhail playing shots like this. That is what I have mentioned a few seconds back ago. It's like a treat for this audience who are coming here and watching this match. Vijay, did you need anything bigger than this? Being a Malawi cricket fan, watching their whole.
It would be a treat to watch, absolutely. 51 runs already on the board of Malawi in 4.3 overs. In the previous ball, they have got 50 on the board. So it's a definitely great start for Malawi home team. That's a cracking shot from Sohail. Ball is heading quicker to the boundary. No need of putting much efforts as far as outfield when it's outstanding. Just play as per the timing and get it to the perfection. Rest of things will do it on its own. Outfield is fantastic, and we see the result here with a boundary.
4.4, 55 already on the board without losing any wicket. For the first wicket partnership, they're playing the first game in this tournament, Malawi. It looks like practice makes a man perfect. What a dedication, Vijay, from Suhail and Abtab.
This time, ball up in the air. Field underneath that and took the catch. First
I will put
Wicket
the
is
mic down,
down.
Vijay.
Well, the first wicket is down for Malawi after that beautiful partnership of 55. It's not a commentator's curse, John. Don't regret for that. Definitely, it's an outstanding innings from these two. The contribution, particularly in power play, has been simply superb. Kudos to Sohail for scoring 30 runs from just 13 balls. In fact, 14 balls, because the ball he got dismissed would be included as well. Malawi.
Sometimes being as a batter, Vijay, you were in the right situation. You are already getting a right momentum. See, Suhail uh, crossed his 30 runs, but it makes you a bit feel pressurized to earn and score some runs. That too against a spinner like Javed. It's you cannot hit Javed for a boundary or a six just like that, and that is the situation right now. Happened immediately. Attempted delivery from Javed, and big elevation came, and that ball doesn't clear that much of aerial route straight away. A simple catch to the fielder. So the first wicket gone for Malawi.
This time it's going to be a massive wide. Javed, when he's getting things right, I don't know why should he bowl down the leg side for a wide. John, you said about the thing, the batters, going for that ambitious shots. I'll get back after this ball to that point. First slip in position as well. That's a good off spin delivery, played well by the batter. A beautiful over for Zambia, where they picked up Sohail's wicket. So, John, I worked as a mental conditioning coach for one of the franchise teams in recently concluded State Premier T20 League. So, I was asking the batters, why do you compel yourself and why do you play those kind of rash shots? When the things are going well, it's not necessary to go for such rash shots. And I was trying to check out his psychology. Then he said me one thing. He told like, I felt like that ball will be in my arc, in the zone where I can able to hit it. So I went for that shot. Unfortunately, the connect was not well. So since the connect of bat to the ball was not up to the mark, the batters get dismissed. But the batters always with a positive intent, they try to go for those shots. Change of bowling, and it has done the wonder. What a lovely delivery. LBW. This is what we are talking about. Joseph has picked up the first wicket. Malawi lost the second wicket to Newman and gone.
This bowler, Joseph, was not been in the squad, I guess, in the previous game. We have not seen him bowling too much on the action, but in this match, what a dream start for him. Very second over, and immediately a change of bowling trick worked very well for Zambia. An important wicket just few seconds back ago. Suhail got out, and immediately a new batter who steps in to join with the up top is Sams, and he just went immediately to the pavilion to give company with Suhail. So 57 for 2 right now, Malawi. Now, the real game is on between Malawi and Zambia. 40 plus runs for the first wicket partnership. They were playing cool, calm, and composed. And Vijay, now you look back at the scenario after the 5 overs, it is just giving me the same kind of feeling what we have seen at the previous game, the first innings, where Zambia were batting like this.
Exactly. Exactly. When you were saying about all these things, those things which happened in the previous match, especially in the first innings. It flashed into my head. Absolutely correct. I completely understand when the first wicket was down and out, but the second wicket, I have no clue at all. This time it's a good pull shot. Nadeem looks like he got a boundary for that. Yes, he has got a boundary for that shot. I love this fearless cricket what this T20 has brought in. Batters are going against bowlers. This time it's a dot
Touch
ball.
and flow.
Wonderful bowling from Joseph.
So 5.3, 61 for 2. Malawi might be sitting and watching the game of the previous match between Zambia and Rwanda, and I hope think so. Hopefully, they would have got some better idea and clarity, like how to approach first innings and gone, and then a
Go
wicket here.
gone.
Joseph, what are you doing, bro?
Nadeem gone. Oh my words. That shot was completely unnecessary when the fielder was well placed. Why should a batter go for that kind of a shot? Now this can't be accepted at all. Before end of the power play, third wicket is down. When things are getting better, when you got a boundary, I don't think it is required for going that kind of a shot. Oh my words. Malawi lost a third wicket. Nadeem gone so soon. Joseph has picked up a second wicket in this match. What a dream spell for Joseph.
Is this Zambia, Vijay? Is this the same Zambia what we have seen at the previous game? It's
Now
61
it's
for 3.
Zambia 2.0 version.
I just want to ask one simple question to Joseph. After waking up from his bed today, which face he saw first? Like whom he met? 13 for 2 at 1.5, one more ball to go. I'm completely saying this is just actually spoiled the party of Malawi, destroying the top order.
A dot ball to wind up this beautiful over. Two wickets in this over. With just 4 runs he has conceded. And three dot balls as well. This over is a turning point. Make a note of this. This is a turning point. Joseph has done magic. It's a wild card entry, but still, he's done a phenomenal change around.
So where was he at the first match? So is he the silent assassin for Zambia?
Well, sometimes the team would have trusted on some other player. They thought that particular player might be suitable for the conditions. Since it's not the home condition, it's away condition, they would have experimented with someone else. But now Joseph has done a miracle. Well driven shot by Aftab. Picks up a single. Oh my
Oh, this
words.
could be a problem, I guess. Very safe running between the wickets between Aftab and Salim. So it's like again they need to start from the scratch because Aftab he lost his partner Suhail, and then comes in Sams. Also, he departs, not scoring any bigger runs, but it's all about Salim and Aftab for Malawi right now. 6.1, 63 for 3. They have already got a good start. So it is a situation where we can predict like what could be the good total that Malawi can put on the scoreboard. Zambia posted 142 on Rwanda.
I would expect at least 160 to 170 again.
Short ball that has been
Cracking.
punished at the offside. Yeah, long chase for the fielder and the boundary.
Salim at its best. What a lovely shot from him. He has placed it quite well. Good timer of the ball. He has waited for some time and he has cut the ball in a tremendous way. That's how you need to tackle Javed instead of hitting the ball up in the air.
So straight away, that is being a single for the batter. Slowly, the scoreboard is just moving on near to the 70s here for Malawi after up 26 of 17. So this is the situation like where they could handle the spinners a lot. Short ball, fantastic way of playing this left-hander up top, doing some great things for Malawi, and he's just lifting his team from the lowest to the highest.
This is a good innings from Aftab. The fireworks is still on. Aftab wants to continue the attack. As far as Malawi teams is concerned, they already lost 3 wickets, but if they show that they are on the back foot, definitely Zambia would be pulling up the socks and they'll try to go for another wicket. That is why Aftab is trying to still go for an attack.
Now with that shot, a single being taken, which means he will keep the strike to play the next over. First ball. 7 overs done and dusted. Malawi 74 for 3. So if you're at someone maybe like wondering where can I watch this match in the sense like just take your mobile phone and search in YouTube as Cricket Malawi TV, and also for the spectators, those who have came here, the home crowd, they're supporting their home team, Malawi, and if you're someone like maybe new to know about this team called Malawi, boss, I tell you, in this recent years, this team is also putting their name on the leaderboard in the World Cup qualification stages like Rwanda, Zambia. So Malawi is also at the top tier contention to watch out. But the players are putting their hard work. It's not an easy task. They are getting their international exposure. They are developing their game better and better. So the levels of the game is not a easier one for being as an athlete and also being considered as a from the player from Malawi or Uganda or Rwanda, Zambia. So after 31 of 19, good stroke play, a single.
I agree with your point, John. We were talking about associate countries cricket, but if you ask me, I've been associated with associate countries cricket for the last 20 years, and it is my pleasure and honor to watch, work, and play with these kind of countries where they put 100% of efforts, and countries like Malawi are doing some phenomenal job to organize this triangular match.
Yes, that's so pleasure for us to sit and do a commentary. We have got a good opportunity for the next 4 days. It's been a blockbuster cricketing action, and for the visitors, they'll be just going back to their home, and they will be coming back again tomorrow.
As far as Aftab's cricket is concerned, I'm quite impressed. He has started off with the flying colours and he took the score to great extent, but unfortunately there were no support from other batters after Suhail got dismissed. But he is trying to again lift up the spirit of the team. And
But these
nevertheless,
days,
we should also.
Vijay, in the recent years, for a player, their training and development has got developed a lot. So, based on the requirements, and in each and every team, not only in the international stages, even when we are talking on African players, they get trained a lot, and the dedication is not an easy one. And when you look at one individual commitment from any player, and this shows that hard work gets their proper results in whatever the matches which you see on TV.
Last ball coming up from Joseph.
Good looking strike from the player, and this ball will surely go to the boundary ropes. But we need to check with the straight umpire. This ball has just passed the boundary ropes or just fell short. We weren't able to get that proper clarity, and in fact, we'll just announce it. It's 82 for 3 for Malawi right now, after up 36 of 24.
So, John, as we were talking about Malawi cricket and developments and all those stuff, for last 3 years, I've been closely monitoring and watching how the things are taking up in terms of development for Malawi cricket. Malawi Cricket Board is putting a lot of efforts, especially I should say that Cricket Malawi, in the right term, Cricket Malawi has been putting a lot of efforts behind scenes. They are bringing all the players together, organizing training camps, having age group cricket. They are playing in ICC African Regional qualifiers tournament, and University of Malawi is also doing a lot of efforts by improvising the players fitness. Sports science has been introduced into Malawi cricket team, where they are putting a lot of efforts to improvise players fitness.
Again, the spin, it's the another important one to watch out. Like here, how batters gonna approach. Yes, you're right on mentioning the few points, the development of cricket Malawi in this recent times. So these are the tournaments where they develop their skills better on using this as the right platform. Here comes Zahir. This last match, his over is also been the crucial one to watch out. Vijay, you need to accept this.
Definitely, the over seems to be quite impressive, and the effectiveness in terms of bowling is also very much sharp. So batters have to be watchful. We spoke a bit about Malawi cricket, but talking about Zambia cricket, I think recently there is some kind of a veteran tournament which is happening in Zambia. So even Zambia cricket is putting a lot of efforts, and they have been showing the grit and determination for a very long period of time. I guess in southern part of Africa, alongside with Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia is also one of the teams which is putting a lot of efforts.
Playing against the spin, should be a boundary coming for the batter. Yes, it seems. What a batter he is up top, and what it is having. He's just moving on to 40s with the boundary.
That's a beautiful shot from Aftab. Good sweep shot, which means that he's quite strong across all the parts of the wagon wheel. Crowd
And
is
these are the
enjoying
beautiful
this
scenes.
moment.
Yes. So we were mentioning a lot on. They had a long cricketing history. The game has been played there since the early 1900s. So as historically focused on youth development under 13, under 15, 17, and under 19 teams. from the school development program. 9 overs have got completed here. It's 89 for 3 year Malawi. But Vijay, even Zambia hosted this 2002 Africa Cup cricket tournament, featuring countries including the Zimbabwe, South Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, Malawi, and Namibia. So if you see the current setup, they are just still about developing the young players and building a sustainable pathway into senior international cricket. So from young players to senior international cricket, this is something an interesting one to watch out, right? Like from associate nations side,
Definitely,
like
as you
how the
said about 2002. Yes. Yes, please.
yes, I told about that investment in cricket infrastructure from young players into the senior international cricket.
Yeah, it's been outstanding investment in African continent. If you look into these kind of amazing countries with a great spirit, countries like Malawi, Zambia, Rwanda, Uganda. So, like, as I mentioned even earlier, Nigeria, Botswana. So they're all amazing countries. You can handpick a lot of talents, raw talents from that particular regions, and if you're training them, and they can bring the best glory for the country, and the investment is top notch. Look at this kind of setup, what the current tri series is happening.
What was that meantime? Plenty of things were happening, and also between these two batters, up top 41 of 27. This batter playing a sensible knock for the very first game of this tournament, and still there is a slight adjustment from the bowler. Robert says, "I can handle this situation." That is the positive, and also his body language says, "Hiding the ball technique from Robert." What, Vijay? You wanna say something?
Sunil Narayan with a left arm spin. Maybe he was expecting mystery spin. Wow, I'm quite impressed. This is the real cricket.
I guess there are some rare times where Varun Chakravarti also used to do this. Maybe if I'm not
Still,
wrong, but
yes.
Sunil Narain with the left in bowling at left arm spinner, hiding the ball technique.
Varun Chakravarti, Sunil Narayan, Ajanta Mendes. There were a lot of superstars who used to do that. Even if you look into TNPL, Rocky is also one of the bowlers who's bowling for Nellai Royal Kings. So that hiding the ball technique is quite good, and sometimes it could be a mystery ball. So that's why they call us a mystery spinner. So, John, I don't know whether you remember or not. In 2002, there was a Morocco Cup which happened in Morocco, northern part of Africa. It was a triangular match between South Africa, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan. The Morocco ground, Algiers, capital of Morocco, they have hosted one tournament, and after that, we haven't seen a cricket like this in Morocco happening. Fascinating. 94 runs with a loss of 3 wickets in 10.2 overs, which says that the run rate is about 9 per over. They need this partnership to go on for next few overs or till the end of the innings. A dot bowling from Zakir is trying to build the pressure on Malawi batters. Oh, there's a little bit of turn there. Good shot from Salim. He has got connected well. He has picked up a single. That's a cracking cut shot from Aftab, but no run taken. Oh, it's a Salim who has played that shot. Well, it's Aftab in fact. Reverse sweep connected well by Aftab. Gets a run for that. 11 overs gone. Malawi are still in a thumping position.
So the good news for Malawi as of now is all about the partnership, how they're gonna maintain and how they play for the next few overs. Once there's no bigger change in their bowling lineup, uh, it should be that same bowler who is having the ball in his hand. After 45 of 33, and Salim this time.
Inside out shot. And he's got a boundary. Poor fielding out there in deep covers. Oh my gosh. This fielding has been a big headache for Zambia when the bowlers are putting hard out there, but the fielding has been miserable so far. They have to improvise it quickly, make sure that they are supporting the bowlers. But all in all, it's 99 on the board for Malawi. Well, there seems to be some kind of a distraction to Salim. First slip in position 2. I'm not surprised at all having a first slip. Gently pushing down for the single. 100 runs on the board for Malawi in 11.2 overs. Excellent batting from them.
So you were mentioning something, the interesting features of this fielding stuff from Zambia. They were not up to the mark when we compared to the first game. The same thing which is happening again in the second game. 100 runs already on the board. So I would like to address this point, Vijay. Fielding a little more demanding, particularly when players are chasing the ball at pace or trying to change direction quickly. You see, this ground, it isn't completely covered by a lush carpet of grass. There are few dry patches across the playing area. So I would probably love to say this. It is very, very tight call and also difficult one for the fielders to go and grab the ball, inside this ground. They may face any sort of injuries also.
Well, I'll get back to that point after this ball. Good sweep shot from Aftab. Ball up in the air. Straight into the hand of fielder. Thank you, says the fielder. Aftab couldn't able to make his half century in this match. Robert finally gets his first wicket. Malawi lost the fourth wicket. Aftab gone for 45 from 35 balls. So
Vijay, you
John,
were the one were telling that Zambia were a little bit not good in their fielding stuff, and you see what was the reaction from Zambian team right now immediately. That too, taking a wicket of Aftab, the man who is looking very very stronger in this game on 45 of 34. So what do you say right now about Zambia?
So you are throwing the ball into my court, I reckon. Well, I'm ready to face it. All right. So the point is that playing in international cricket, it's not a easy task. There are a lot of players who are waiting by sitting on the bench, and they are trying to get that opportunity. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of players are waiting for their opportunity. And talking about international cricket, catches which come straight into the hand, you cannot miss it out. It would be a massive blunder. Say, for an example, if it's a diving effort, you need to dive up front, or probably you have to jump back, or maybe you have to go from behind. It might require some skills, and of course, sometimes you may say that it's a new nation, and it would take some time for them to learn those skills. Well, there's a bit of hesitation and a mix up. Luckily, there was nothing big that happened here. So, as we were talking about that field, especially the outfield, sometimes it's a bit of dry, and there would be a lot of potholes here and there. But I don't know if you have played in certain part of the world in the lower division cricket, and you would have come across with such grounds, and still the teams would expect us to play a quite decent cricket. Umpire signaling no ball for that. There's going to be a free hit, which will be following up. There we go. The signal from umpire for the free hit.
Vijay, is this the first free hit in this last two matches? If I'm not wrong.
Exactly. That's right. I think you have very good memory. What was that? How could a batter miss it out? Oh my gosh. So 12 overs gone,
Now I
one
am
not one for four.
Malawi
Now,
is pulling our legs.
well, so coming back to the point which we were talking about, playing in international cricket, you can't complain about the outfield, irrespective of whatever it is. I understand. I have personally gone through as well. In certain grounds, it may even uneven bounce, and it will hit on your chin or face or nose. But still, the cricket has to go on. You need to stop those balls. So it's a challenging one, definitely. But we have seen better fielding from Rwanda. To be very honest, done better fielding. Oh, that's a lovely delivery. Absolutely a Jaffa. Beautiful delivery. Good off spin. Ball turning on to the off stump. Some bit of an extra bounce and well played by Salim. He read the ball well, and he has cut the ball towards deep point. Picks up a single.
Just to remind this, Vijay, whether if I'm not wrong, I don't know. Like concern on seeing the bowling action of Zahir, it's slightly giving me the resemblance of Johan Botha from South Africa
Well, you can say that. You can say that. A
because of the
dot ball.
jump and also
Oh, that's a lovely delivery. The pace which he's bowling at the moment is a bit different from each other. He is mixing up the pace very well. Zakir's bowling. No doubt about it, if you train him well, he could be one of the lethal bowlers of Zambia team. Excellent line,
but the
excellent length, and the pace which is bowled would be very difficult for the batters. They can only score singles, but they can't slog for a sweep sixes. Yes, John.
yeah, the only problem with Johan Botha is his run up will be very good, but suddenly he will get stopped when he used to release that ball from his hand.
There are so many bowlers to
Last,
mention who does that. Good sweep shot. Short fine leg has been well placed to protect that boundary. A single has been picked up. 13 overs done and dusted. One not 4 for 4. John, if you remember, Ashwin used to do the same thing in IPL. He used to stop for a while
I'm
and
not
off late sensational
pretty much
Pakistani
sure of,
bowler.
but correct, correct. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say this in Pakistan. This their Premier League, or in this recent times, Usman something like a bowler who came with
Usman
that
Tariq.
sidearm action. Yes,
Usman
Usman Tariq.
Tariq.
Yes, you're right.
No, Ashwin also used to bowl in a similar way. He used to stop and bowl. That's why when Usman Tariq was bowling, he was also giving the insight, stating that off late the cricket has become more of a batter's game. So why not accepting the fact that this kind of a thing can be allowed to the bowlers too? Here comes Robert Salim, driven the ball well straight onto the long on to pick up a single.
Yes, his point is actually right. Like when the bowler has also got a license to do the same thing, even the batters also have the same license to stop the ball.
Smart batters are doing so. Reverse sweep attempt, but couldn't able to get connected at all. Bright is a new man. Inside out shot from Bright. Just a single coming here.
But Vijay, that was maybe a debatable topic, like the one which we were right now. It might affect the loss of the game, right? Like if the bowler is suddenly getting stopped during his bowling run up.
To be honest, I don't think there's any law which states that you can't stop for long or anything as such. As long as he's in a motion, he can bowl that. But off late, the things have been getting changed. Batter connected well this time on onside and towards long on region to pick up a single. Things are getting slower for Malawi. 14 overs gone. 107 for 4.
For each and every over, Vijay, we can see there is a appreciation and big respect being shown from the dugout of Zambia. So for them, winning or losing, it is the secondary thing. For them, fight. So they are here to give a big fight against Malawi and also Rwanda.
Well, just now I came from one of the teams as a mental conditioning coach. I was insisting players to keep cheering, keep supporting from dugout. So I'm happy to see that happening here for Zambia team. First ball with a dot ball, start off. See, that is how it has to be. It shouldn't be like an individual's game. Then players would lose the interest. Excellent ball from Zakir. I appreciate this delivery. The amount of the ball, he's releasing it slowly and he's trying to make batter to think should he go for that front foot or back foot shot, which is quite outstanding. Good shot from Salim, and the field has been well placed in the deep square leg for the catching. The ball hasn't gone much towards the field. Otherwise, it could have been a catch for sure. But excellent bowling continues from Zakir. Just have an eye upon this bowler, Zakir. Bright lifts the ball out, and it has gone to the six. Beautiful shot from Bright. He took a little bit of risk, I would say. Probably if he could have powered it much better, I think it could have been a massive one. But all in all, it was a great shot from Bright. Wonderful ball. Outstanding cut shot from Bright. Can they able to pick up another run here? First run has been already scored, but just a single to wind up a beautiful spell of Zakir. 4 overs he has bowled, conceded 20 runs. Selectors or Zambia team has to keep an eye upon Zakir. He has bowled absolutely brilliant. His action, his change of pace, and also the turn which he's getting is quite outstanding. He's a man who can be a lethal bowler and a great wicket taker in coming days. 15 overs gone, 115 for 4 Malawi.
Half a day have already been got over. Today, Malawi versus Zambia is the second match that we are witnessing in this Cricket Malawi 2026 Tri Series. This is game number two. An appeal, big one, which came from the bowler and also from the wicket keeper in too many different angles. We are witnessing this one ball. So, for being as a sports broadcaster, it's always been a toughest challenge for us to elaborate what was actually happening on the field. And this is the one catch has been taken from the fielder. Straight away, this ball went to the long off fielder. And one more wicket falls for Malawi. Salim is the batter, needs to depart. 116 for 5, Vijay.
Absolutely brilliant bowling from Zambia. Earlier it was Zakir who built the pressure, and definitely it's all about bowling partnership. Robert has picked up another wicket here. So it's all about the bowling partnership. Generally, we talk about batting partnerships, but even the bowling partnership is very much important to be spoken about. Robert is also another bowler who's grooming well. He has bowled really well, and the wicket defines the classy bowling attack what Zambia is coming up with. Although the first match didn't went in the favor of Zambia, the second one is something which they are trying to churn it and try to turn it into their pocket. So it's going to be an interesting match. Malawi start off well, but unfortunately they are losing their plot. 5 wickets down for 106 runs. We are in the face of the death over, and especially the first over is not even getting finished as far as the death over is concerned. But the strikers are getting dismissed. Matthew is a new man. John, what do you say about this total so far in 15.2 overs?
A team like Zambia losing the first game and coming back very stronger in the second match, that to literally restricting 116 for 5 on Malawi. It's definitely a different sign of approach from this side. Not even taking that much of rest, but also putting a total amount of pressure on the home team. Is it easy or not? I think They have the fielder at that spot, but this time it clears the boundary ropes. Six. A wicket has already been
Outstanding one.
taken by the bowler, and now the six has been conceded.
It doesn't matter, John, because spinners may getting hammered at times, but they should try to bowl good lengths. Short third man has been placed for that catching, but it has not reached to the short third man. Hence, it was a lucky situation for Malawi.
There was a diving effort from the fielder to stop the ball. 16 overs have just got completed. 123 for 5. So Vijay, this is a tri series. Next 3 to 4 days, they these three teams have back to back matches for them. How they mentally been prepared for this tri series. Since they have matches which is yet to play.
To be honest, coming from the coaching background, I always feel that instead of going for the net practice or trying to have the rest day where you're thinking too much about the things which you could have done or probably the things which went wrong, instead you're getting opportunity to play here and try to rectify the mistakes from the previous game and prove yourself. Each and every player who have been picked up were picked up for a reason, and they are picked up for their talents and skills. But every day is not their day. Hence, probably if the day has gone not in the favor of that particular player, they have a next day where they can come back stronger.
Good shot from this batter played towards the offside. Yes, this mental preparations is the another important thing to watch out from being in the point of any player. And right now, the wicket keeper just slightly behind the stumps. In gully cricket terms, what we usually used to say is the up to the stumps. But there is a rule which I came across recently. In gully cricket, you don't need to tell the wicketkeeper, the man who regularly needs to stand from behind the batter. It is not necessary to tell that he is up to the stumps. There is no MCC rule,
In the gully cricket.
right?
Okay.
Bright is the batter. Oh, slightly gone down towards the leg side. Should be some extra runs for Malawi. I hope think so. They will be happy on receiving these runs. These are not the runs they take that has been given by Zambia.
Definitely, it will be very challenging task for Zambia when they come back to bat. Probably, if these kind of runs are not going into the hand of Malawi, Zambia wouldn't be chasing for so long. Say, for example, if 10 runs are going in like this, if you count those no balls and wides, or probably even this wide for the boundary,
16.3 overs, 130 for Malawi. So Matthew is a left-hander. Ayaz to Matthew. He might be facing a little bit of a pressurized situation right now, Ayaz. But he is a wicket taker also in the previous game. As of now in this game, no wickets for him. Interesting one. Gone! Just now I was telling that Ayaz, he didn't get a wicket in this match. Bro, I'm not the culprit, Matthew. Sorry.
You have a golden tongue. Well, Malawi losing the plot again. 6 wickets are down. It was unfortunate situation when the things are going into their lucky charm, where they were getting the boundary in the form of whites, 5 runs or even extra runs which are coming. Things could have gone smoother, but unfortunately, the wicket which fell would take things a little bit again from the scratch, where the new batter will take some time and he has to again get prepared, getting used to conditions. Ayaz did really well in the previous game against Rwanda. Now again, he has got his first wicket, scalp against Malawi. So it's going to be a great confidence raising one for him. Definitely, he will try to pick up another wicket from here. Mike is a new man and will be playing alongside Bright.
Vijay, one thing is
And
very
my
pretty much clear
co-commentator
that yes, tell me.
and my co-commentator has completely disappeared after those words. He said no wickets in the previous game. Sorry, no wickets in this game. I has heard it.
I am just packing my things for the day because our day has already got over and one more innings that we need to do a commentary. So what I do is we both need to be very very careful. You know, after this day has just got over and we need to reach our home very safely since not being monitored by the visitors or the spectators from this ground. 16.5 just for the funny material. So 131 for the loss of 6 here. One more ball to go. Bright 10 of 14. He lost his partner just few seconds back ago. Ayas is bowling his second over and he literally went for 19 for the loss of 1 wicket. So it's pretty much sure that this over is not went on a big margin for Ayas. Last ball of this ball and a decent one to finish off this over with the 17 overs done and dusted. 131 for the loss of 6 wickets. Malawi.
A lot of positive insights which we can take out from Zambia bowling. Zakir is one, and another one is Ayaz. So there is another bowler, left arm spinner, mystery spinner, Robert. So three bowlers are quite impressive to me, particularly Zakir and Robert. Their partnership has been absolutely outstanding. And Ayaz from other end, probably this match he's just picked up a wicket, but in the previous match we have seen mixing up the pace and trying to get cutters quite well. I was told earlier that the flat decks are not usually used by the military medium pacers. They'll be getting hit all over the park, but off late in the T20 cricket, there are a lot of medium pacers. We have seen players like Dwayne Bravo, Kieran Pollard. They have been cutting down the pace by bowling cutters. That's a good shot from Mike.
There was a catch being taken by the fielder, putting his two hands underneath the ball. And also, yes, this is what the thing I was keep on telling that for each and every moment from Zambia, whatever it may be, like any boundary being scored by a batter or a wicket being taken by the bowler, there is a appreciation. That's a good sportsmanship. What we're witnessing in our screen right now. 131 for 6. Just now, Vijay was talking a little bit more on Mike, but now he just went back to the pavilion.
Well, I was talking about Robert, not Mike. Um, I was quite impressed with the bowling. And Zambia has done really well as far as comparing with the previous game, and I'm quite impressed with the particularly bowling attack. The fielding, I think they are taking the catches. They can't afford to be sluggish. I beg your pardon, to be on the field. So things are getting better for them. Probably we can expect better fielding in the tomorrow's game as well. Next man in Daniel replacing Mike.
So, Vijay, normally when we watch cricket in our home or anywhere as a sports fan, we have seen scenarios like this. The tail end is facing a lot of difficulties, and
Clean
gone.
ball, go
Ismail
on.
gets a breakthrough. It's 131 for 8 right now. Daniel, this time you need to go and have a seat with Vijay.
Well, Ismail is on a hat trick. What a lovely bowling from him. Depth bowling specialist, we can call. As far as Ismail is concerned, he's bowling his third over. He has bowled so far two balls. He has picked up a couple of wickets on a trot. He's on a hat trick. Can he able to pick up a hat trick? Fingers crossed. Malawi are in deep trouble. They were in a good position earlier until the end of the power play. Then later the things went completely upside down for them.
Vijay, I
Aftab and
got the
Suhail
official
as
confirmation and also news from the Zambia. I mean, from the Malawi side that Daniel is actually searching for you.
well. Blessings is a new man in who replaced Daniel. Did you find any notice board hunting for Vijay?
Now it's the time for Ismail to get the hat trick. We have witnessed one free hit ball being bowled by the in a rare occasion in this last two matches for the very first time. Hat trick. Will it happen
Ismail
or
is on a
not?
hat trick.
Ismail straight away a dot ball. I guess there is a single being taken. We'll check. Yes, blessings
Yes,
have opened their
yes.
account.
Well, beautiful bowling from Ismail, especially in the final overs of this T20 format. It's going to be very challenging phase of the game.
And how do you see this scorecard, Vijay? Malawi at one point of time 44 for the loss of two, if I'm not wrong. The first wicket partnership was, given a good start for Malawi. From there, 133 for 8. So, which means in just last 60 to 70 of odd runs, they have almost lost 6 to 7 wickets.
Absolutely. I should give credits to the bowlers. And as I was talking about a bowling partnership, Zakir and Robert, they have changed the things around. And then comes Ayaz, who picked up crucial wicket, and now Ismail, who was on a hat trick. It was completely bowlers' efforts. 18
Right.
overs gone.
Imas
Malawi 135 for 8.
Ismail, who went for 28 in his 3 overs, still he got another one more over to bowl. So, which means I think probably Zambia might be going for him for his last over to finish off his spell. But blessings is out here right now. Did he give a real blessing to Malawi right now? So that is the other question. So
But
blessings
John,
is already
somehow,
a
like you
blessing for
said,
Malawi.
John, like you said, in even the previous game, first innings, how um, Rwanda batted, it reminds me in a similar way.
A close single being called by the batter. So when get closer and closer, Vijay, from at the morning when the first match gets started, we couldn't able to see this much of audience, but now it's already evening. You see the numbers. Oh, appeal coming from Ayas, and this is the love for cricket, right?
Absolutely, Malawi is a country where they're putting a lot of efforts to spread the cricket around, and people love to watch their players playing. They would like to support their country. They even love to watch, in general, cricket.
A change of pace
So
from Ayas, a slower one.
this is a beautiful tournament and an international circuit. If you look into this kind of rare occasions where some good teams come down to play in Malawi, people would love to watch their countrymen playing well against all the countries.
Absolutely, a good thing to notice from Ayaz, the bowler from Zambia. That too is bowling his third over, and just look at the athleticism and also the technique and the work ethics. The change of angle, the back of the hand release, the slower deliveries. Love to see this from Ayas. No big runs been conceded, Vijay, at the 19th over. That too.
Well, as I was talking about Ayaz in the previous game as well, that he can able to bowl a lot of cutters. Look into the bowling action, look at his run up, and look at his delivery stride and everything. He's a kind of a cutter bowler. Now you see he has took the ball away from off stump. He's also trying to bowl off cutters. Generally, these kind of bowlers would be good with the leg cutters. In the previous game, we have seen a couple of beautiful leg cutters from Ayaz. So definitely a handy bowler for sure as far as for Zambia is concerned.
But why that those cutters um are not giving better results for the bowlers when they're bowling against the greatest batters like Andre Russell or Kyron Pollard? The reason why I ask this question, in the T20 standards or any shorter format the game that we see, have you ever witnessed this last few overs of innings, like where these tailenders or the middle order batters would really been in the temperament on reading the bowlers?
Well, that's a good question. But if you look into the older format of the game where cutters were being executed quite well, if you look into the bowlers like Chris Harris, Scott Styris, they used to bowl proper cutters. Cutters in a sense, it's not just you try to use your wrist, you not just try to bowl with that particular grip. Also, the pace matters a lot.
What was that jump coming from the wicket keeper? And he just literally shown his athleticism, and chance also been taken from the bowler to hit the stumps, maybe a run out chance.
Kudos to wicketkeeper. What a great effort. He has jumped up in the air and he has saved that boundary. Excellent efforts. Hats off to the wicketkeeper. As I was talking a bit earlier about disappointment with the fielding in terms of Zambia, I don't know, ever since that I told or I expressed my disappointment, since then the fielding has been quite incredible from Zambia.
Placement was right this time. This ball crossed the boundary ropes, and that ball has been given by the volunteer who's been part of this ground since he is just already working. 19.3, 143 right now. This is the total being posted by Zambia at the first match in 20 overs. Blessings, 7 of 8. Can he go for another one? Two dot balls in the boundary in this over already. Oh, it just looking for the couple of runs. I guess I did it! Gone! No need to wait for the straight umpire or the leg umpire decision. This is something like a rare occasion, Vijay. A direct hit run out.
Absolutely brilliant fielding. The fielder from deep point throwing directly onto the stumps is quite outstanding arms what he has, and the target he has is like bullseye target. He hit the stump well. He has not only saved the run, he has also got a wicket for the team. This is sheer commitment from Zambia. This game they have changed completely their fielding efforts. Although there were a couple of catch drops, but still they have come back very, very strongly. They are here dictating the terms to the batting side. Direct throws, wicketkeeper jumping up and trying to save the boundary. Fielders taking the catches ever since the drop catch, not even dropping out one catch. Great efforts everywhere around the corner of the ground. The TCA Oval in Malawi.
Swing and a miss, and the non-striker wants a single. Immediately, Bright is the batter. So what was that? Ismail got the ball and trying to hit the stumps with his golden arm. Just need to check from the straight umpire, like, is that okay or not? Even Ismail and the skipper of Zambia were still in confusion. Okay, it's better to say that they need to go for the last ball to bowl. Kelvin is the new batter. 145 of 9. 150 will be a good total to post on board from Malawi. Let's see, are they going to do it or not? Kelvin to face the final ball of the first innings. A smile to bowl. Kelvin. Run up. This ball takes an aerial route, played at the offside, and the ball has been vanished over to the boundary rope. So it means a boundary signal, I guess, if I'm not wrong, that has been shown as the indication from the straight umpire. Let's see. Anyhow, 150 is the chasing thing for Zambia to win in this 20 overs, Vijay.
Absolutely wonderful comeback for Malawi. Ismail bowled really well. That boundary was also very much essential for Malawi team. Fantastic efforts from Zambia in terms of bowling and fielding. They have come back strongly. Let's not forget that they have played against Rwanda in the previous game in the first half of the day, and now they have come back stronger. What a great efforts from the bowling unit. Definitely they would be happy indeed. In fact, it was looking like a six. 151 runs on board with the loss of 9 wickets in 20 overs, which means that Malawi has put up a decent score. and Zambia requires 152 runs to chase this total to win this match.
Welcome to the Tri-Nations. 3 nations, 1 spirit. Welcome to the Tri.
A warm welcome to TCA Oval in Malawi for the second match of T20I Tri Series, the match between Malawi versus Zambia. What a lovely innings we have witnessed as far as Malawi's batting is concerned. They scored 142 runs with a loss of 9 wickets. It's time for the Zambia to chase the total of 142, which is put by Malawi. Zambia played the first match against Rwanda this morning, and they have lost the match. It's a great opportunity for them to come back stronger against the home team Malawi. Have co-commentator with me, John in Combox. Welcome back, John to Combox after the tea break. What a great effort from Zambia. They have put up a lot of efforts and they have improvised their fielding after the first match against Rwanda. Even in the first innings of this match, they were a little bit sluggish in the field, but later they have worked out and they have done some phenomenal fielding. Definitely, it would raise the confidence up, and also in terms of batting, they would be looking forward to somehow manage to play well in the power play. The first 6 overs, they have done quite decent job in the previous match, which happened this morning against Rwanda. The power play they have scored quite well, and later they lost the plot. They couldn't able to get back on rhythm, so they were with just 142 runs on the board. This time they have again the total to chase about 152. Beautiful bowling from Daniel. As far as Malawi is concerned, Irfan is a batter who is facing the first ball, and he has Wasim Akram on non-striking end, who's a swashbuckling batter. I guess John is back in Combox. Second ball with the short pitch delivery. Tested the batter as far as the back foot is concerned. Beautiful bowling from Daniel. Start with the 2 dot balls. We have seen this partnership of Irfan and Wasim Akram in the morning game too. Third ball coming up. This lateral outswinger from Daniel. So he's bowling really well. 3 dot balls on a trot. The intent of Zambia batters is looking quite clear. They are looking to hit the ball for the bigger shot. Irfan was trying to swing the bat. He wants to utilize the power play. (152) runs required, which means that required run rate is 7.79. Once again, excellent bowling from Daniel. His line is right on the stumps. If a batter misses, then bowler hits the stump. That's a kind of a line which Daniel is bowling sharply onto the stumps. Utilizing the new ball is very much important as far as bowling team is concerned, particularly white ball, which has an impact for very less overs, say like about 6 to 7 overs. After that, it loses that kind of an impact. This time, Irfan playing quite well, but not to the extent of getting the boundary, but he gets his first run of this match and opens his account. First run on the board for Zambia. John is joining us, the com box. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Vijay. So it's a great pleasure once again back into this live action on holding the mic, doing commentary for this wonderful match between Zambia and Malawi. And Malawi, they're playing in front of their crowd, putting the total of 152 in this 20 overs. And just to remind that climax of the first inning, that last ball went for six, that mighty hit. And right now, they're back with the ball.
Last ball with a dot ball, and the first over is a maiden over for Daniel. What an excellent over. This is the first maiden over, I reckon, as far as this Tri Nation series is concerned. Oh, I beg your pardon. One run has been
One
picked up
run.
already. Well,
So
but that's
Zambia, one
completely all
run
right.
on the board.
That's completely all right because that's the first over which was quite decent.
Viewers, why Vijay went off-minded in the first over in the sense because like when Daniel was batting and he got out immediately, I was the one who told that Daniel was searching for Vijay.
Well, we
So
were playing hide and
now
seek.
Vijay live action. Now the real commentary starts
Bless-
for Vijay.
Blessings from opposite end to share the ball alongside Daniel. Irfan, who picked up a single, will be on strike. Right on the money. Blessings is wasting no time. He's trying to create pressure on the batters, and he's trying to make batters to make that mistake. They have very limited field within the circle, so they have to make sure that these catches would be taken. The one who's especially in the circle. Oh, that's a beautiful line. Lengthwise, it could be a little bit of tricky, but line is absolutely good. Out right outside the off stump. That extra bounce helped Blessings to get the batter to confuse. Beautiful directed bouncer onto Irfan. John, have you noticed Irfan's batting stance? He's slightly squarer. That's why I think Blessings was trying to bowl bouncer onto him.
So this first few overs is obviously it is going to be the test, the real test between the batter and the bowler. So it's all about the mind games. Maybe Irfan might be the new one to face the Blessings. What was that? And there was a laugh and smile coming from the face of Blessings.
Well, as I was talking about the batter stance, because when the batter is standing squarer, and it would be difficult for batter to face the bouncer because he would be locked. There's no way for him to get rid of that bouncer. Say for an example, if he's straightly facing towards the bowler, he has wonderful opportunity to duck down or maybe to go sideways. This time, Irfan connects the ball well, and he has got a good looking boundary, I guess. Umpire is waiting for that to confirm. Oh, it has gone to the 6.
one of the rarest and the flattest six which you ever seen this tournament in this last two matches, and that came from the Irfan's bat at the offside. Last ball to be bowled in this over. Four dot balls and a six has been conceded.
This time, a beautiful shot from Irfan. It has gone out of the ground for six. What a lovely hitting from Irfan. Back to back sixes.
Two balls, two sixes to finish off this over. So which means 2 overs, 13 runs already on the board for Zambia. So many new things happened in this game only. Not even in the first match we have not seen. Today, what I would like to say, a no ball, that free hit option not being used properly by the batter, that we have witnessed, and then the bowler Ismail, who literally tried for the hat trick, and he got the opportunity to pick up the hat trick, but he couldn't able to finish on the successful note. And now two back-to-back sixes that has been hit by the batter. And also in the first over, we have seen a six from Malawi.
Daniel bowling down the leg side to wide. Extras would be very expensive indeed for Malawi because runs are flowing on one side. Extras could be a little bit dangerous for them.
I think, Vijay, I have clearly explained all the stats, whatever happened in this match so far. So if maybe a new cricket fan is watching this match, not been having any idea like whatever happened in this match, I have told all those things.
Definitely, you are a stats guru of the match. So coming back to the ball, what we have seen, Wasim Akram tried to hit the ball under the mid-wicket region to pick up a single. In fact, it was a Yorker attempt. It was not executed well by Daniel. Probably after this ball, we have to give the stats guru an opportunity. Clean ball, gone, Irfan. This time it's a directed Yorker. Daniel picks up the first wicket. Zambia lost for 15 runs. They were setting up the rhythm, but then again Daniel was done the damage.
I hope things are Daniel. Definitely, right now he won't be searching you, and he will say that please say my name again and again in this match. What an attitude! And look at that fighting spirit. A change of that hand. Brilliant work. Brilliant wicket. The first wicket gone for Zambia. Daniel is the man. In to do it. Straight away, the ball went hit straight on hitting the stumps. What a clean execution from this athlete. And no bigger celebration also from him. That is the par excellence beautiest thing to watch out from Daniel.
It's an unfinished business for Malawi team, so they wouldn't be complacent with that wicket. I'm sure that Daniel would be looking forward to pick up more wickets. First wicket down in 2.2 overs, which is a positive sign for Malawi. We have seen those 3 innings throughout the day. In the first game, 2 innings, and in this game, 1 innings, where first wicket fell after 5 overs. This time down the leg side. Well,
But Vijay,
umpire has not
have you
given
ever
wide.
seen a bowler that too in stages of the first 6 overs? Have you ever witnessed any bowler who's using much variation like Daniel, using the back of the hand, the change of pace and getting the wicket, that too with that new ball? Usually most of the bowlers definitely use their seam movement, right?
Once again, Yorker attempt from Daniel. This time, Jakir has picked up a single. Great effort there. The fielder who is trying to protect that boundary. Perhaps there was an overthrow. You're right. With the new ball, bowlers try to use more of seam and the ball condition, and they try to get that swing. But the long gone days where the bowlers were trying to rely more on these kind of things. I think Daniel belongs to new era where he wants to experiment a lot of stuff. This time, Wasim Akram flicks the ball onto the deep square leg region to pick up a single. I love the attitude of Daniel because he's trying to get those Yorker deliveries time and again. We in certain times in certain matches we always wonder why bowler is not getting those Yorkers. Unless and until if he or she tries out for those Yorkers, they don't get those Yorkers. Over here, the positive sign is Daniel is trying for the Yorkers. Clean ball again. Daniel picks up the second wicket. Jakir gone for 1 run. What a beautiful delivery from Daniel. He has sabotaged Zambia's batting top order. You beauty, Daniel. Malawi is looking for a bowler who can destruct the batting order of Zambia, and here comes the Daniel.
Vijay, you don't need to regret. Just please tell us the secret, like what Daniel told you. After he get out and he was actually looking for you. I was the one who told you that. But right now in this game, 2 wickets for him. That too at the same over. And look at that aggression. Please reveal us that secret.
The secret is quite simple. I told I'm making you to get those performances. It's all about mind games. So that's how I convinced him. Then he told, fine, it's going to be a challenge. I'm accepting it. Back to game, but Zambia are on back foot. They are in eve of getting those runs. We have seen already in the first game where they were struggling with those fall of wickets, change in bowling attack. Spinner seems to be looking to replace left arm spinner Kelvin will be taking the charge. Wasim Akram will be on strike.
But Vijay, let me
First ball with
yes,
a dot ball. Kelvin. Yep. Go ahead, John.
it was a different perspectives that we have to see those two deliveries from Daniel. One was the cutter, and the another one given little bit more speed, and the ball came much more pacer. That too with the that Yorker one. So how do you see this two different deliveries from Daniel?
I'll get back after this ball. Well, surprising delivery for Wasim Akram. The fielder has been well placed towards square leg and no run taken. So very good observation by you, John. But the thing is that Daniel was trying to get a lot of Yorkers in that over, if you would have noticed, and little bit of a change in bowling has fetched him a wicket. This time again, what is going around here? How come the ball missed the stumps? It should have hit the stumps, but it somehow missed it out, inch by a whisker. Kelvin is still on song. He has bowled 4 balls with 4 dot balls, in fact. That's a slashing shot from Wasim Akram. He gets a handsome boundary for that. It's batter versus bowler. The contest is on.
Some powerful shots, some great mind reading games that we have already witnessing between Wasim Akram Chand and Kelvin at this moment. Even after facing that four dot ball, what a boundary and what a shot that was from this batter. Good way on to scoring this runs. 20 runs already on the board for Zambia. Last ball to be bowled in this over.
Ball up in the air. There's a possibility of getting a wicket here. Oh, that's a great effort from the fielder out there. He has injured himself for sure, but let's applaud for the efforts which he has put out there. He has hit his head onto the ground. Hope it's not seriously injured. Oh my words.
Vijay, this is the thing I was actually telling, at the first innings, maybe you were aware or not. It's, because of no big proper covering of the grass in that lush. So the players may face injury concerns when they go for catches or or on to be aware and be careful on those kind of moments, because this is absolutely another 3 to 4 days of tournament where these teams are going to get the chances and opportunities for the players to show what they do with the bat and ball. They need to avoid these injuries. So whatever it may be, 2 runs or 3 runs or boundaries or sixes, it's okay, but they need to be careful, on and everything. Still, they do have that medical assistance being provided from the management, but I would probably to be very.
But John, I would like to add one point here. We are forgetting the point that if the fielder is trying to judge the ball well when the ball is up in the air, and if he's adjusting himself to get underneath the ball, then you wouldn't find this kind of injury. Over here in this incident, what we have seen, the fielder falling onto the ground and hitting his head onto the ground, is because it was improper judgment of the ball. When a ball is up in the air, he has to adapt himself, he has to adjust himself, he has to go quickly. So that skill always is very important. But in the previous ball which we have seen, bowler was trying to dive on the backside and try to catch the ball. He wants to put his 100%, but the point is that what if he was quick on the field, what if he would have moved quickly towards backside. Probably if you would have remembered 1983 World Cup where Kapil Dev was running behind and took that beautiful catch of Vivian Richards. So athleticism is very important, and also judging the ball is also very important.
But how come you take the
Daniel,
catch?
continue. Come again?
No, I was asking like how come he picked the catch, Kapil Dev?
No, the thing is that you're not
It's
completely
right.
running backside. It's sideways. He was running a bit sideways, so that was always like, have that movement. You're not locked. If you're locked, if you're running backside completely, you're locked. You're using your hamstrings. We'll get back to the point. Beautiful line and length again from Daniel. Two balls he has bowled so far, conceded 1 run. So the technique is quite simple, John. As long as if you're not completely on the backside, you're not locked. So if you're probably like a bit sideways, you always have that movement. Side movement is always there. You can go up front, backward, sideway, right and left. If you're running on backside, because I have record also in Limca Book of Records, backward running, it's completely based on hamstrings. So you're locked. You can't move much. So it's not easy to catch when you're completely backside.
That was actually, good points that you mainly address on the fielding aspects. Running backwards while keeping your eyes on the ball is very different one from sprinting forward. So the footing, landing on the proper foot, that matters a lot. The less stable, especially across these dry and uneven pitches.
Ooh, that's an excellent bowling from Daniel. Extra bit of bounce, lateral in swing as well. Shadrach, the new man, got beaten. He's already faced a couple of balls, yet to open his account. Yeah, see, the right foot is a very important. Footwork is important as far as when you're running backside and catching the ball. But I always suggest the fielders to go a bit sideways. Don't completely go on the backside. And second thing is that when you're not completely reachable to the ball, you can't afford to dive back and catch the ball. It's not swimming pool.
And
Excellent ball,
mainly,
good length
we
area.
need this word called, what do you say? What can I say? Like a balance. The backward running is completely different, challenging for a fielder. You have to keep your eyes on the ball. So that natural line of movement and on this uneven outfield, see, that can increase the risk of losing balance or misjudging the ball. This is what the thing, like you were mentioning, previously.
Ball hits on the gloves of the batter and it has gone to the boundary. Well, that extra bounce helped the batter to get that boundary. Otherwise, it was an excellent ball. There's no doubt about it. Daniel is bowling really up to the mark. So, getting back to the point, John, since I have also done the record, Limca Book of Record with the backward running. Once you run for some time, what will happen is your hamstrings get stiff. You can't do much in terms of moving forward or backward. You're getting locked. And second thing is that how long you keep running backward. If you're running sideways, say like a zigzag kind of a way, sideway, not zigzag by the way, it's like X we call in the fitness, X kind of a run. Then what you can do is you can have an eye upon the ball at the same time you are getting the full-fledged vision of the ball. Beautiful delivery and well played by the batter Shadrach. No run coming here. This winds up the over of over number 5, 27 for 2. And John, to add one more point, we were talking about injury, didn't we? We were talking about the fielder hitting his head on the ground. See, it's not easy when you're trying to dive backwards. As I mentioned, I given you example. Say, for example, if you're diving onto a swimming pool, you would do the backstroke. Here, you can't do those things.
5 overs, done and dusted. Zambia 27 for 2. Wasim Akram 8 of 11 and Shadrik 4 of 4 here. And the spin challenge is being introduced here. Kelvin is the bowler. He came a little bit late to bat at the first innings that we have seen. But right now, his challenge is all on his hands with the ball. And there is a slight field change from Malawi. They just keep on their plans again and again in terms of respective to the particular batters.
124 runs required for Zambia in 14.5 overs. Already they lost a couple of wickets.
All over the world, cricket action is happening everywhere. And today here in Malawi, the Tri Series match number 2 in cricket Malawi Tri Series 2026. This is the game number 2 between Zambia versus Malawi. So the home crowd is sitting here and enjoying this match. Shadrik just few seconds back ago, he opened his account and there is a shout which is coming from the bowler and from the wicket keeper. Signal being shown by the straight umpire. Three dot balls so far in this over, where this ball has just gone, and that was the stop came from the fielder. And have a look at that fighting spirit from the Malawi fielders, Vijay.
I love that encouragement of fielders. They are encouraging amongst themselves. A champion team, that's what they do.
6 overs got over, 29 for 2 Zambia. So to the viewers, those who are watching this match, if you have any doubts or queries related to this match, like whether Zambia will win this match or not, 123 required from 14 overs, just take a mobile phone and search in YouTube as Cricket Malawi TV. There you can watch this match and also put your words, messages, and drop your comments related to this match. This is John, myself in the com box. Along with me is Vijay, and you can whatever you feel about this match.
And they can also come up with the questions with hashtag Cricket Malawi. So that would be even more interesting.
Suhail is the bowler who's wearing the specs. Interesting and a beauty thing to watch out from this player, jersey number 7. So this 7 is always Vijay. I hope think so. You are the right man to describe about this number, jersey number 7.
To put it simple, 7 for a reason.
Wherever you go, you tell this,
Well,
right?
no, I'm not a big buffer for number 7. In fact, it started from David Beckham, it has gone to Rooney, it has gone to Dhoni.
Proper shot from this batter. They slapped and they have the fielder at that area. Jersey number 11 picks up the catch. Should be Aftab or Mike will go and have a check. But anyhow, Zambia losing another wicket. Just now we were mentioning Shadrach and Wasim Akram needs to stay for some time in 29 for 3 right now, Vijay.
I'm surprised to see Shadrach going for that kind of a shot. It shattered the dream of Zambia, the dream of winning this match, because every dream has a reason, and they have put a lot of efforts in the bowling, but Zambia could have played quite decent batting. I think that shot was completely unnecessary. Shadrach gone. Suhail has come and he has picked up a wicket. And to answer the question which you asked me, 7, and elaborate about that jersey number, as I mentioned, 7 for the reason.
And Vijay, one more thing. Maybe I don't know whether you have noticed this thing. Like, the last ball, the batter got out, Shadrach. In our screen, we can see there was a heavy wind in this ground. So another wicket falls here, which means the conditions are certainly playing their part. There is a noticeable breeze across the Blantyre Oval, and when you combine that with the dry patches on the outfield, see the batters getting struggled, I guess. Maybe that is the another thing for the batter to get dismissed because of the wind.
So, wind or not a wind, it's a different story. But like I said, these kind of conditions, especially in southern part of Africa, you find that breeze gently coming across to the ground. That's one point. But the second thing, reckless batting is what I would say. Someone has to play sensible cricket. You require a partnership. Already power play has gone. Middle overs has already started. The fielders are widespread. There is no any necessity for the batters to hit the ball, particularly against the spin and get out. I completely do not understand the tactics of some batters. They should try to stay on there. It's time for them to build a partnership.
Right left combination. Zahir is the new batter who steps in. What a match this is turning out to be for these two teams, Zambia and Malawi. 120 required, Vijay, from 13.1. It's not going to be easier ask for Zambia. They need to push harder. If they need a win, definitely they need to fight in this. It's a must-win match for them to stay alive in this tournament. It's up in the air. There should be another problems for the batter, and it fell short. He need to say thanks a lot to his God. It should be Daniel, I guess, your favorite player, standing at that long on.
Well, I thought you would come up with that point, and you have exactly come up with. Samana was gone 33 for 3, Zambia. Well, Suhail is bowling well, but if you ask me if Suhail can able to take a leaf out of the book, what Zakir has done earlier in this match as a bowling unit, I mean, as a bowler, he was trying to bowl a bit slow and also trying to bowl by using the fingers quite well. He used fingers because he's a finger spinner, Zakir. He was also getting that off spin right, and that slower pace and change of pace, mixing up the pace also worked out very well for him. I think if Sohail can able to pick up, one or two things out of Zakir's book, definitely he could get another couple of wickets for sure.
7 overs. I've got and here's a pacer. Bright. This ground is full of brightness with Malawi local crowd. The fans have came here to support their home team. Malawi looking for their first win, and Zambia too. Cutson played at the offside. Good stop.
Well, several years ago, we could have seen such a kind of tournaments happening for Namibia, Kenya. They were also trying to compete like this, and they have come up all the way to the World Cup. So even we can expect these countries playing in the World Cup in coming years.
Meanwhile, another extra bit of runs coming for Zambia. This is the thing what we were literally expecting for the team who wears this green jersey. 115 is the required ask from right now on this situation. 12.3 overs. Wasim Akram, 15 of 18. He might have seen scenarios like this so many times. Bright, this ball in his hand. Now long run up. Short ball. Just a good placement from this batter. One more boundary. What was that? And what is exactly happening here? The Cricket Academy Oval, TCA, Blantyre, Vijay.
Poor length, absolutely poor length from Bright. He can't afford to bowl short lengths to the batter like Wasim Akram. We've already seen Wasim Akram's batting in the morning session against Rwanda. He has played absolutely amazing innings. He seems to be looking like a key batter for Zambia. How can a bowler bowl short pitch balls to such a kind of a classy batter?
Two boundaries so far in this over. So even not only the local crowd supporting their home team, and also the volunteers of this ground, they are having the extra amount of work on picking the ball wherever this ball goes inside to this ground or outside also. This one should be going down to the leg side. It's not a wide, or maybe touching in the pads of the batter. Maybe 8 overs have got completed 42 for 3.
Well, look at that number of people who came down to watch here in TCA Oval. Malawi versus Zambia match. It's quite incredible scenes here. Crowd are enjoying the moments here. We have our cameraman who's covering from the top of the roof. Over here, Suhail is continuing his second over. He's already picked up a wicket. He has another opportunity to pick up a key wicket for his country, Malawi.
Back again with the spinner. So they are not going with the pacer this time. So no change in the bowling lineup. Jersey number 7, Suhail, is back again. Let's see, can he get any breakthrough in this game? And have a look at the cars being parked in this venue, Vijay. So, you know, especially for us to see when we see those scenes. Such a busy world,
Well,
and all good personalities, what we have seen in ground, they are just enjoying this match.
well, it somehow reminds me of one of the matches in New Zealand which happened. Ian Smith has parked his car, and I think Jesse Ryder smacks a six, and the ball has hit the car. Oh, I don't know. Somehow it reminds me of those incidents. John, did you park your car over there?
Maybe not there. I've already seen the dimensions of this ground. And also, we are sitting safe in commentary, inside to this ground. Hope, I think Daniel will be having the tough option for him to search you again. Oh, this should be another problem for the batter, and slightly went closer also. Zahid just tried for a bigger one, but he didn't get that proper elevation.
So, as I was telling about Zakir's the key element which he has brought in.
Wicketkeeper going for the ball. Who is going to pick this catch? I think the two players who literally went for the
Wick
ball,
and
one had a strong
wicketkeeper
ball.
took the catch. And
Right.
wicketkeeper
It's
took the catch.
45 for
What a
4 right now, Zambia.
So as I was talking about Sohail, he was mixing up the pace. As I was even mentioning about Zakir's trade mark, which he has brought into the game. He was mixing up the pace well. He was a bit slow in air. He was trying to get the drift of the ball. Even we can witness that from Sohail now. And it's one of the reasons for him to be successful in today's game. He's picked up the second wicket. I've witnessed already in this over particularly, he has changed his pace quite well. He was also getting that very good uh, balls which were trying to deceive the batter, and the flighted balls. were really tempting the batters to come down the wicket. I don't know, sometimes the batters would be really successful if they have good footwork and if they have good hand and eye coordination, stepping down the wicket and hitting the ball. But these batters from Zambia, unfortunately, couldn't use their footworks and couldn't able to step down the wicket. They were getting those balls slower and they're trying to face the balls later, but their intention was to play and attempt the shot much early. That was the main reason for them to lose a couple of wickets in the hand of Sohail.
9 overs successfully got completed. Here comes a new batter, Ismail. Today, he was so lucky with the ball because the reason why I am telling this, he got opportunity to take a hat trick, but he's been not successful. No to off, but we'll have to find out what he can do with the bat. 106 is the remaining task is being asked from Malawi. Whether Zambia will finish it off or not, that we have to find out from 10.5 overs. Wasim Akram, who is the man, is going to give a big long hand to support with Wasim Akram. Oh, what has just happened? Blessings have got fall down.
Yep, he lost the
Just
balance and he
Vijay.
fell down. Yeah, he has lost his balance and he fell down. Sometimes it happens. What happens is, especially being a quick bowler, they may get skiddy onto the crease. So it may happen. Popping crease is always a point where the bowler will be having a lot of hesitations. Excellent bowling from Blessings. Quite impressed. Although his first over seems to be looking like a bit of short pitch balls, and it was easy for the batters to play against. And now he can try to bowl those kind of deliveries because Wasim Akram is on non-striking and Ismail, the new batter, in the striking end. Ismail would be under the pressure for sure because already 4 wickets were down as far as Zambia is concerned.
It's straight. This one with much more that is come with Ismail. Surely it will be giving another 4 more runs for Zambia. With this boundary, 50 runs on the board for Zambia.
Ismail brings the smile back to Zambia's team with that beautiful boundary. Not only the boundary, the 50 runs on board would be a huge sigh of relief as far as Zambia is concerned.
Two more balls to go. Blessings 17 runs needed so far in his 2 overs. Half of the run have already been crossed. But still, they do have the wickets in their hand. Great line and length from Blessings, hitting almost onto the deck, but this time attacking the player's body level.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Ismail just swinging his bat. No footwork at all. The ball is coming into the batter. Wild swing of the bat without the footwork is completely surprising to me. I don't understand at all.
Last good shot selection, hitting straight towards that long on region. Only 1 run to finish off from that last ball. 10 overs have got completed. Is 51 for 4 Zambia. Now the next remaining 10 overs that we have to wait and watch. What is the drama left?
Well, Malawi is going according to the plan. They wanted Ismail back to the striking end. Exactly, Ismail did the same. He picked up a single. He came back to strike. So this is what they would be looking forward to. Sohail will be continuing his third over. It would be interesting to see how he'll be mixing up the pace. He's already picked up a couple of wickets, a wicket and each over respectively. A classy pull shot from Ismail, and he gets the boundary for that. Great efforts by the fielder down there in the deep square leg, but still the ball was too quick for the fielder. Beautiful shot from Ismail.
And this is the area where the middle order batters usually used to take a big a launch to hit boundaries and sixes, and they knows the required scenario is 97 needed from point 0.5 overs. So before looking to accelerate, there is some wind around the ground that we have seen a few minutes back ago, and also the outfield has some few dry patches. So short selection running between the wickets will be a particularly an important one. Suhail, so he's been the wicket taker in this match already. In his last over, a boundary being conceded.
Ball up in the air, and it has gone to the massive one to the six. A boundary and a six follows up the score to 61 for 4. Things are slowly changing, and the pendulum is swinging towards Zambia. This time, once again, a massive shot by Ismail. Fielder makes no mistake. Sohail picked up the third wicket. Wonderful catch out there in the long off. Zambia lost the 5th wicket. Ismail gone for 15 runs.
And what we have seen is that catch has been taken from up top, and he's just doing the Afridi kind of a celebration, where the entire cricket world have seen it more number of the times since it's been the ages. But this has been the must needed breakthrough for Suhail. Wiper has given the ball to Suhail in the sense to take the wicket of this batter. We all know Ismail might be a dangerous batter at this situation. Boundary at the first ball, at the second delivery is cleared by the batter. At the third ball, what has just happened is the wicket. Look at the response from Suhail. This match definitely on 90. Yes, this can be a chaseable one. This can be a manageable one, but if this has to happen in the sense the middle order batters needs to stay for the next few overs. Wasim Akram is the only hope
Well,
right now for Zambia.
as I was talking about Sohail's change of pace, and also he was getting that quite drift in terms of bowling. He's one of the pioneer bowlers, which I can say Malawi can cash on. Every wicket per over seems to be looking quite a reasonable one and a very much useful one. Once again, slower, and the ball has turned from offside to leg side. It's a good leg spin delivery, as we know that Sohail is a leg spinner who uses his wrist well. He has bowled right now the leg spin delivery. Once again, a leg spin delivery, and this time bit of change of pace. Got beaten just because there's no much bounce in the previous ball. Beautiful over comes to an end where he has picked up a wicket and conceded 10 runs. Zambia are 61 for 5 in 11 overs. So, John, I would like to mention one thing. If you know about the leg spinners theory, people say that leg spinners are getting hit and smashed all over the park with the sixes and boundaries. But the point is that leg spinners, although they get smacked, but still they have the knack of picking up the wickets.
See, it's all about the way how you adapt on being at that particular situation. So, if you see Javed, the last 3 balls, the way he literally tried to clear the ball, but he completely misses his out. So that his ability to switch gears makes him a valuable option in the middle overs, and particularly dangerous towards the back end of the innings.
Kelvin continues his third over. The first ball he has conceded 1 run, which brings back Javed on strike. New man Javed will take a little bit of time for sure to get adapted. Ooh, there's no slip out there. And ball is heading to the boundary as well. Oh, that was quite unlucky for Malawi. First slip in the position could have been a beautiful catcher. It could have been sitter catch to the first slip fielder. Unfortunately, field set has been made in such a way that there was a fielder out there in the third man region, not exactly third man, it was a deep backward point, which was a bit closer to the third man side, but not exactly third man. By the time he has reached to the ball, it has gone to the boundary.
But normally, you won't see, a team won't be keeping the slip field at this moment, especially. So 86 from 8.4.
This time, bit low bounce and a change of pace. But John, if you're an attacking bowler and if you're an attacking captain, you would have slip for sure. If I'm a bowler, I would be having slip for sure. This time, Javed lifts up the ball in the air. Beautiful fielding out there in the deep. Log does amazing fielding, but he has injured himself in the process of saving that boundary. Kudos to the fielder, but unfortunately, it seems to be looking like he has got hamstring injury. It looks like muscle pull for him or muscle tear in the hamstring.
Yes, there is a concern near the boundary rope here. The fielder has gone down after making the attempt to stop the ball, and the medical is quickly making their way. Also, looks like the player may have picked up an injury during the effort. So the play has been paused while he receives this particular attention. The priority now is the player's safety, and we will wait for the medical team to access him properly before any decision is made about his involvement for the remainder of yes, of course, we can see the entire local crowd here came here to cheer and support, but they won't feel slightly disappointed, and they knows, okay, this match has not gone anywhere. From Malawi side, 66 for 5 for Zambia, 86 the required ask, 5 wickets, a win for Malawi, and they will be happy if that scenario here, is happened in this sense.
Well, the tension scenes here in TCA Oval. Malawi has put up a decent fight back here against Zambia. They picked up 5 wickets thanks to Daniel, who has picked up a couple of wickets, and then comes Suhail. He's bowling absolutely brilliant. I would say these two bowlers would be quite outstanding players who can be taken as role models for upcoming players who are all working towards coming up to the international circuit. I'm sure that age group cricket players and other aspiring cricketers from Malawi would be watching this match. Talking about Daniel, he has bowled absolutely brilliant. He was trying to bowl Yorker after Yorker. Execution of Yorker is not easy. It's always a challenging one. Even the greatest bowlers in the world cricket wouldn't be successful to get those consecutive Yorkers, but Daniel was trying to get those things in a brilliant manner. On the other hand, Suhail, as I was talking about Zakir from Zambia, he has bowled really well in this match as he was bowling for Zambia in the first innings. He has changed the pace quite well. He has the same thing done by Suhail as well. He has mixed up the pace well, and for each and over, he has picked up a wicket respectively. 3 wickets, which means apparently those two bowlers picked up 5 wickets so far. Fifth ball of the 12th over coming up from Kelvin. Whoa, once again, no slip fielder, short third man is trying to protect that boundary by just giving away 1 run. Come on, there should be a slip in position. Kelvin slip. Well, Wasim Akram doesn't want to pick up a single and doesn't want to make Javed to be on strike, and for the quite good reasons, because we know that Suhail is trying to pick up each and every wicket per over. I'm sure that this ball also would be a dot ball or probably a boundary, but I don't think Wasim Akram would be interested to pick up a single. Well, it's a dot ball. There was a massive and wild swing of the bat from Javed, but couldn't get connected at all. The intention is clear. Last ball, he wants to go for a aerial, but it favorably. 12 overs gone, 68 for 5.
What a match. The spinner is drying up the runs beautifully. Bro, I tell you, a spinner at this stage, at this level, odd balls, it is not so easy. That's a difficult and a great task for him to handle this particular situation, giving no room, no run, superb bowling. This has been from the spinner. Now, after Kelvin, here comes the jersey number 7 is Suhail. That's exactly what the spinner wants. Dots creating pressure and forcing the batter to take a risk.
Wasim Akram lifts the ball up in the air, straight to the fielder, 4th wicket down. Sohail picking up another wicket. Wicket per over is what his goal is all about. He is successful indeed. Zambia losing the
Vijay,
6th wicket here.
you know who is standing there at
Yes,
the long
John.
on? I think you're the right one to call.
Daniel. Well, exactly. I was expecting this thing to happen because Wasim Akram was looking for that bigger shot because he was expecting that runs are not coming from other end, so he thought he can take that risk, but unfortunately got trapped by the bowling of Suhail. He somehow made sure that Javed shouldn't be coming to be on strike, and he made himself to be on strike. But unfortunately, that plot couldn't able to work, and our Daniel has took that catch in the long on.
I think I'm not pretty much sure. Multiple catches have already been taken by Daniel. And also, to all the spectators, those who are watching this match, what I would like to mention, Daniel is the bowler who surprised the Zambian top orders on getting them out. The two different deliveries came from him. So, what can you expect from a player like Daniel? An important match like this, a opening game in this tournament, and he did his part. So his job has already been got over. So I'm not being surprised if Daniel is getting the player of the match award after this match has got over.
Newman and Robert driving the ball onto the long off region to pick up a single, and Daniel again in action. Suhail deserves 5 for sure. He has 4 more balls left to pick up a 5 for. Can he able to get that?
Robert is a new batter who comes in. Suhail.
Well. Why are they in hurry? Why are they in hurry? I can't understand. Robert is in hurry. Already 6 wickets are down for Zambia. They can't afford to lose one more here. 3 more balls to go as far as Suhail's bowling quota is concerned to complete his 4 overs. There we go. Javed going for the lofted shot. This time he gets a 6 for that. He has got the right power and he has also got the right timing to get that 6.
Such a monstrous strike from Javed. The first 3 deliveries which in this game, he not even get the contact with the bat. The batter has taken on the bowler and cleared the boundary comfortably. What a response from him after those dot balls, and he finds the bat bum. That's a relay shot.
This time once again he was trying to go for the lofted shot, lofted sweep in fact, but couldn't able to connect. Well, leg spin delivery from Sohail with low bounce. If Sohail can able to get a googly, I'm sure that he would be lethal. I don't think most of the batters could read. He's getting good leg spin. Well, once again a leg spin, but this time umpire signals wide. Sometimes I feel this is little bit difficult and challenging for bowler, although the batter has completely bent down and lunged down to attempt that shot. Maybe umpire should also consider bowler. This time a pull shot from Javed.
Slightly
A single has been picked up.
of Iswinder Chahal, Vijay, when I see Suhail.
Well, Sohail has wind up his 4 overs quota where he has with 4 for 26. Absolutely gem bowler to rely upon. Skipper can trust him and give the ball, and he would be the man who can pick up the wickets for sure as far as Malawi is concerned. 77 for 6 in 13 overs. Yuzvendra Chahal and Sohail. Oh wow, what a combination we are talking about. It's looking like idli with ketchup.
Yes, I know it's already 7:20, and you're in a rush mode to wind up these things. So, 13 overs successfully that we have got completed in this match. The second inning, 75 from 7 overs. This can be done or not. Javed to face.
Javed lifts the ball up in the air and the fielder underneath it and gone. Javed gone for 12 runs. Kelvin picks up the first wicket. He deserves a wicket for sure. He's been bowling absolutely wonderful. He's bowling his 4th over, conceded just 14 runs. And now Zambia lost the 7th wicket. Look at that team celebration. They don't want to get complacent for sure. It's all about the message that they should fight back well and somehow manage to pick up 3 more wickets to win this first game of the Tri-Series by Cricket Malawi.
Bro, I tell you this thing. Malawi have a strong bowling unit at one end, and also playing regularly at home gives them a very good understanding of these conditions. They know how the surface behaves, where to bowl, and how to build pressure through the different phases of the T20 innings. More importantly, they know how to close out games here. So that's why they have the strong bowlers like Kelvin to bowl at the middle overs. When the pressure moments arrive, you see the Malawi's bowlers have the experience of playing on their home ground and understand exactly what is required to defend a total. That's a significant advantage, Vijay, for the home side. So it's absolutely a completely a team effort. And Kelvin coming under pressure to bowl when Zambia needs 75 from 7 overs. It's a tough task, and you need to appreciate this talent.
This time it's a lofted sweep shot and a boundary for Asim. That's a good timing from Asim to make sure that he gets the boundary for the team, because They required 69 runs from 6.4 overs. Still, the battle is on. They trust their batters, even the lower middle order batters. They don't mind, but they want to give the best battle here. They don't want to lose here against Malawi. But to add on a point, John, which you said, we should appreciate the fielding which Malawi has put. I would say they were much better in terms of fielding comparing with Rwanda and Zambia. This is not a biased one, but I'm trying to be unbiased and give accurate, uh, not judgment, I would say, but observation. Malawi were doing absolutely well in terms of fielding, and in terms of bowling, you need to bowl according to the conditions. You said rightly, they know the conditions, but if you don't know how to bowl as per the condition, if the pitch is sticky, if the wickets are not up to the mark, as far as if they bowl quickly, they can't keep effort to bowl quickly time and again. They should immediately change the pace and try to pick up a wicket.
So this race is absolutely on for Zambia.
Like glance shot from Asim towards deep fine leg region to pick up a single. The race is still on as far as Zambia is concerned, John.
Right, rightly said. They have taken the full advantage of the fielding restrictions also. But you see, this is the time where they can easily find the boundaries regularly while keeping the scoreboard moving with excellent running between the wickets. Last three more deliveries to go. A wicket which has been already been taken by Kelvin, and also the six has been conceded. Robert to face Kelvin.
Whoa, that's a surprising delivery. Robert got surprised for that extra bounce. Beautiful line and length from Kelvin. That could be a stock ball, John.
Each and every ball
This
matters
time
here.
it's a flighted. This time it's a flighted delivery. A bit slower comparing with the previous one. Driven well by Robert to pick up a single. I love that if Kelvin can able to have the stock ball with extra bounce, how he surprised Robert, it would be interesting to see. This time Asim gets the ball up in the air, straight into the hand of the fielder. Thank you, says the fielder. Excellent fielding from Malawi. Bright took that catch in the deep mid-wicket region. Beautiful fielding as far as Malawi is concerned. 8 wickets down for Zambia. Kelvin picks up his second wicket of the game.
This is not the scorecard that I don't want to see in this match from the Zambia. They are 8 down right now, completely under pressure. They've lost another wicket, and this innings has a sudden turn. They made an excellent start at the beginning, but right now in this last few overs, and can you feel that doubt? They are just appreciating their in every players, even though if they score a run or they the sportsmanship and love for the cricket and love for the sport. The pressure that was once the bowl is now shifted back onto the Zambian batting unit. The middle order responsibility here, and they need to rebuild the innings and establish a partnership. But now, Malawi, what a turnaround! And will sense an opportunity now with wickets bringing them right back into this game. They just need another 2 wickets to win this contest and also to give a close card to finish off this. Comes at Daniel. He picked up the 2 crucial wickets and also the 2 lucky catches on long on.
Daniel is the man who shifted the momentum from Zambia to Malawi. Maybe he has a wonderful opportunity to pick up a couple of wickets here and to make sure with 4 as he returns back from this ground. Once again, a Yorker execution. Wonderful bowling. Oh, he was also about to hit the stumps, but unfortunately, he has hit the batter's leg. And of course, he is apologizing for that. Good spirit of cricket from Daniel.
time where the tailenders needs to prove their experience. It becomes extremely valuable for the tailenders with the recognized batters back in the pavilion. Lower order now has to make every delivery count.
Well, this time, bit of leg cutter. Ball on to Robert, the left-handed batter. So two dot balls on a trot for Daniel. He's trying to build the pressure here. Can Robert able to sustain that pressure and try to rise above the pressure?
Robert is on strike.
Well, there's an appeal from Daniel. Umpire is not convinced for that LBW. The ball seems to be going outside the off stump, and there's no way it would get hit onto the stumps upon pad.
So two players from Malawi today played a major role. One is Suhail, who literally tried to take his fifer, but unfortunately he couldn't able to get that. His 4 wickets made a big impact in this match, and also Daniel his 2 wicket.
Kelvin, well down. Stepping down the wicket and gone. Clean ball. Robert gone. Daniel has picked up the 3rd wicket. Excellent bowling. Stumps shattered. This is what bowlers would love to watch time and again. I'm sure that Daniel would get back to his hotel room and would watch this replay 10 times for sure. Stump shattering moment. Robert, a lonely warrior for Zambia, got dismissed.
What a dream spell this has been from Daniel. 3 dot balls on the trot, and the 4th delivery, a wicket call. Cleaned him up. The bowler, a batter, completely knocked the stumps back. That is a brilliant delivery. Perfect line and length. The batter was unable to get the bat down in time, stepping out of the crease, and the middle stump has been sent flying. A huge moment in the game, and Malawi have found another breakthrough at exactly the right time. Which you believe it, the Malawi fans, the local crowd, and they are happy. They are celebrating even after this match has got over. Probably, I would love to, go and see that 1983 moments, which is actually coming in my mind right now. It might happen. There is a chance, I guess. Malawi fans might enter into this ground.
Well. Actions around in TCA Oval. Daniel is trying to pick up another wicket here. Can he able to clear up all the 10 wickets? Can he able to all out Zambia in the last ball of his spell? It's time for Daniel to pull up his socks and go for that strength, which is his Yorker. And John, I would expect you to shout, Danny, Danny. Last
Four
ball
dot
coming up.
balls and a wicket.
Well, it's just 3-4 as far as this match is concerned for Daniel. But excellent spell. Conceded just 10 runs and picked up 3 wickets. What a lovely bowling from him. Imagine it's not even 3 runs per over as far as his economy rate. And he has sabotaged the top order batting of Zambia. And then comes Suhail and Kelvin. Beautiful bowling unit as far as Malawi is concerned. One man would be
Vijay,
eagerly looking forward to pick up a wicket here. Yes,
for
John.
the very first time in this last 2 matches, we have seen a bowler got a wicket maiden, and that too happened at the 15th over. And that is the
And
only
that too
one
by
player
Daniel.
from Malawi. Yep, right, rightly said.
Ooh, that's a beautiful bowling. And one man would be eagerly waiting to pick up a wicket, which would be Matthew for
So here
sure.
comes Matthew, a tall man, getting the dot ball at this moment. So Ayas, he's been busy with the ball today in his bowling spell, but let's see what he can do with the bat. 67 required from 4-5. It's going to be a tough ask call. They don't have any other wickets which is left. Zambia 85 for 9. But what a day this has been for Malawi, Vijay. Right from the beginning, right from the ball one to till now. And even if we have seen the Rwanda first game, they just won that match with 1.5 overs to spare. What about this game?
Absolutely. 4.3 probably. No, I'm too ambitious here. All right, so Zambia has a different plan, I guess. Well, talking about Zambia, how they can come back in tomorrow's game. Initially, they have to work with the fielding, and they have to look to make sure that they're playing proper shots. They can't afford to play wrong shots. Throughout this game, we have seen they were not all reading what Suhail was bowling. They were just blindly swinging their bats rather than they are not understanding the field has been well set, and they have to play according to the field. Nothing, no plan.
So after that 4 successful dot balls, and here comes a white signal being shown by the straight umpire. So what I was about to say, the intensity has been high throughout from both the sides. Have shown that they are capable of competing in a very closely fought T20 international. This is exactly the kid that keeps the audience engaged, momentum shifting from one side to the other. The quality of cricket, what we have seen today, is unimaginable one, and that one played at the offside. After so long time, we are witnessing a boundary from Zach. This will give a little amount of joy for them, surely, Vijay.
Absolutely, the fight is still on. This is what I really like from Zambia. But this fight should have been started right from the top order, and it should have gone to the middle order. But unfortunately, lower down the order, we see still that kind of a fight.
Good looking shot from the batter, and that one cleared the fielder. A six. Scenarios like this already we have witnessed in this game. A boundary and a six is being smashed by the batter. That too, we are witnessing for the 10th wicket. What is this? 96 for 9 Zambia. 56 required from 4 overs.
This is absolutely brilliant cricket from Zambia. It's okay, win or lose. The result is completely out of the control. But the point is that fight, the spirit of the game is still on. Zambia should not put their heads down. They should not lose the hope because this is just a day one for them. They still have 4 more days left. So the fight should be still on. They can pick up a lot of things from these 2 games. They can sit down as they get back to the hotel room, and they can chalk out certain areas where they were making blunders.
We have came across a word called miracles do happens in cricket. Not only in cricket and also any. So cricket has a wonderful way of this, right? Just when you think the game decided, or one delivery, one wicket, one catch, or one extraordinary innings can completely change that story. That is the beauty of this sport. The impossible can suddenly become possible. And today we are witnessing another reminder that in cricket, Neil is a bowler. He already picked up 3 wickets. Can he go for another one? Just a single approach, I guess. Should be 2.
Good running between wickets by Joseph and Ayaz. I really like this fight. What Zambia is fighting for, 98 runs on board. Definitely they would be looking forward to do decent stuff.
Here comes the Daniel. Another Yorker attempt, a change of pace. So the game finds a way
Well,
to
I'm
surprise
surprised to
you.
see. Nah, surprising is different thing. But now I'm surprised to see Daniel completing 4 overs and as per the scorecard. Anyway, it's good to see Daniel bowling the final over. I was thinking that he has completed his bowling quota.
Let's see what he can do with this delivery. Oh, played towards that fine leg region, and this throw will be coming from the fielder. So this is absolutely a pure fighting spirit from that last recognized batter at the crease. Ayaz 10 of 6 with wickets falling around. Interesting to give up. See, if you just take a look at the battling for every single run, carrying enormous pressure, but still this batters continues to show courage, patience, and determination. That grit. What a fantastic teamwork from Zambia. And this goes at the offside. And catch has been taken, so which means this is the end of this match. Mike is the catch taker. So sensible way of grabbing the ball. Kelvin immediately coming to Mike and giving that round of applause. So this is the end of this match. So which means Zambia have got allowed run 96. What a victory for Malawi. They've got their first win in this tournament in front of their home crowd in the home soil, and they just telling to all over the world in our home soil, nobody can beat us.
It's quite disappointing cricket from Zambia. They lost a couple of games back to back. Nevertheless, great goes to Malawi team. Daniel picking up 4 wickets, Suhail picking up 4 wickets, Kelvin picking up a couple of wickets. What a beautiful bowling attack Malawi has. And talking about Sohail, we shouldn't be forgetting about his batting. He has even contributed quite well with his bat. Zambia lost the game against Malawi. Handshakes are going around in TCA Oval in Malawi. Definitely, Zambia has a lot of things to sit down and work out for the betterment, especially the fielding and the shot selection. Here is the
So
match
this is
summary.
the match
Malawi,
summary. So far, yes, you can go ahead, Vijay.
yes, John. Malawi scored 151 runs by losing 9 wickets, and their batting has been quite good in terms of two batters who stood well, Suhail and beautiful batting from Malawi, and also the beautiful bowling from Malawi, which was quite outstanding. Like I said, Kelvin, couple of wickets, 4 wickets by Daniel, and 4 wickets by Suhail.
Look at that encouragement for the Malawi players that they are receiving from their entire home crowd. Yes, they will be happy and they are celebrating this victory. The first win in this tournament, which means they say that we are still alive in this tournament. Zambia need to work a lot to loss in their last two games today. Hopefully, I think they can fight back stronger in their upcoming games. So still there are a few more matches which is yet to come. Thursday is the only day where these players will be getting the rest, and rest of the other days like a Friday, a Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to be a blockbuster cricketing action which is going to come in the Malawi cricket men's tri series 2026. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned on Cricket Malawi TV. So this is John, myself, and Vijay signing off for today.
Welcome to the Tri-Nations. 3 nations, 1 spirit. Welcome to the Tri-Nations. 3 nations, 1 spirit.